Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you greatly for being here, and thank you for clicking on this video and for checking out my content. My name is Taylor, and today I wanted to share on a special topic, and this is going to be 5 signs that you are going through a massive spiritual awakening and self-transformation process right now. For me, this process began a couple of years ago where I hit a point in my life where it was like a breaking point of my life. I was going through a breakup. I was starting to realize that I had a lot of issues that I haven't dealt with throughout my life, and I was working at a job that was not suiting me. I was coming home very anxious at the nighttime. After the shift, I would come home and be extremely anxious, and one day I just decided that I needed to start to work on myself in a deeper way. And I hit this point where I started to, all of a sudden, all these signs started coming, and I'm going to explain as I go through the video what I mean by all this, but I started having all these signs that I needed to go through a transformation in my life. And I hit this point in my life where it had to be done, or I felt like I was going down the wrong path. So what I'm going to talk about right now and start this off with is a quote that I read today, and I just wanted to read it verbose, word for word. It says, "Sometimes opening your eyes to what's really going on can be the most painful thing you ever have to do. Don't get depressed about it. Just be grateful that you are here now, awake, and use it to drive the goodness out of you to change the world." And I'm not sure exactly who wrote the quote. I saw it today, and it was just something that I truly felt like I should share. Something that I felt deep within me to share. And what this is basically saying is that yes, this can be a tough process to go through in the beginning, and to awaken to all these different things that are happening right now in the world, and to be aware of all the darkness that is actually there and taking place. It can be troubling, and it can be hard to see initially, but once you start to go within and start to transform yourself through within yourself, you start to dive deeper into your own issues and your internal karma and just the things that you've built up over the years throughout your life, and you start to heal through these things. You'll start to see the world in a better place, and you'll start to have an external reflection of all the internal work that you are doing on yourself. So remember, do the internal work, and it will help you tremendously. And now I'm going to get into the 5 signs that you're going through this awakening. Sign number 1. Do you ever see numbers? 1111, 111, 222, 333, 444, all the numbers. You may see it sporadically. You may see it in different places on billboards. You may see it on your phone. You'll look down and you'll see 444. You're like, whoa. But it just feels like it sticks out at you. It's not like before these numbers would be seen, but now it's like they're sticking out at you and calling you. And what this is showing you is that you are on the right path, and that you are headed down the right path right now. And I started seeing these numbers. I started seeing 1111 a lot, and 222. Those were the numbers I was seeing in the beginning, and I was like, it just winked at me almost. It was like this is more than just seeing these numbers. It means something, and that's a big sign of seeing those numbers. It's just so it pushes you in that direction, and so you start to look up this content and start to understand the process that you're going through. So it's more of just a sign from your angels that you are headed down the right path, and from the universe to stick to the course and continue to go through this process and do this work on yourself. Because once you are awakened, There's no going back. You are going to continue to build upon this throughout your life and continue to have this soul growth. And that's what we came here for on earth right now, is to go through this process and to awaken to our true selves. So you're going through this process in a big way right now. So continue doing the work you're doing. And I promise you'll be rewarded in many ways. Sign number 2. You have feeling of big anxiety coming up. So sometimes you may feel on some days more anxious than you have maybe in your entire life. For me, I had always been very anxious, and that's what pushed me into starting to meditate, and that's what led me to this spiritual awakening process. And for me, when I started to meditate, at first I felt like a stronger amount of anxiety coming up, just at first, because I was starting to go through this process. But the more that I continued to do the work on myself, the more that I continued to let go of the anxiety. And initially it may come up strongly, but that is because it's trying to push out this energy inside you. It's trying to purge all the energies, and you just have to find ways to balance it and find ways to grow through it. And there's definitely different tools that you can use and methods. Going to the beach, spending time in nature, going for walks, reading good spiritual books, these self-improvement growth books, that can help tremendously. All these different things you can do to alleviate the anxiety, and it may not initially go away, and it may come up stronger than ever in the beginning, but it will start to subside and start to get less and less, and the better you'll feel as you continue going through this process. So just know that this too shall pass, and you will grow through this, and everything is going to be okay. Just know that and be assured. I know I'm telling you that right now, but go within yourself and you know that everything is going to be okay. So you can be rest assured that everything will work out the best for you. It always does. Number 3, sign number 3. Feeling intense doubt about everything in life. You may have relationship, career, self-doubt. All these things may be coming up. You may be realizing that certain people that you're around no longer resonate with you. Certain people in your life no longer resonate. And you may realize that your career that you have chosen to take on is all of a sudden not in vibrational alignment with yourself. And this can be a scary thing. It may be that you've been at a job for 10 years and you're working towards a retirement, and all of a sudden it's just like, what the heck? Overnight, you're no longer fulfilled. You're no longer happy there. So it doesn't mean that you have to change everything right now. It means that as you continue to go inside and work within, you'll start to vibrate at a different frequency, and you'll start to see other opportunities out there that may be better for you. And you'll start to realize that, maybe it's best if you take a little time away from work, if possible, to go and work on yourself within. For me, I didn't have a job for a period of about 2 years, and I spent a lot of time at the beach, a lot of time by myself, a lot of time going within. And I was in school at the time, so I had some type of, I was getting some type of grant from school or whatever. But I know it's hard to do, but if you can find the time, even if it's after work, to spend time to work on yourself, it will take you in a whole new direction. It'll help to propel you. And just by spending time to yourself each day, it's going to help in a tremendous way. So I would suggest you spend at least 20 to 30 minutes, if possible, per day on yourself, and do some type of healing on yourself. If it's meditating or reading or going in nature or a little mix of everything. You don't have to do the same thing all the time, but continue to do that, and it will help you in a bigger way than possible. And also the self-doubt. You may be feeling a lot of doubt about yourself, and just remember to look at how far you've come on your path up to this point. It's important to see all the progress that you've made and all the internal work that you've already accomplished up to this point. Yes, we can always do more, but we have to give ourselves credit for everything we have done up to this point right now. So remind yourself to show yourself love and to show yourself appreciation for all the work that you have done and that you will continue to do, and everything will unfold the way that it's supposed to. And the more that you become vibrationally in tune with your true self, and the more that you raise your frequency, you'll start to feel in alignment with the right things in life. You'll start to come across the right people. You'll start to come across the right situations. The right opportunities will come into your life, but it all starts within. So don't go seeking all this outside of you right now. Go within. And when you do that, it will open your eyes to the things that you need to be doing. And your higher self knows the right things to do. So just go within and follow your intuition. It will tell you what is best for you and what you should do right now at this time to grow and to continue growing in this process. And I promise you that everything will be okay. I can't stress it enough that everything will work out, and you are meant to be here right now. You are here for a reason. I promise you. You are here for some reason. You have some sole purpose of being here. So continue to go within and find that. And it will help you tremendously to start to push that outside of you and create in whatever way you feel inspired to create. Sign number 4 is you're starting to realize there is more than this body and this flesh right here. So you start to realize that you have something within you that is much more powerful than you can even imagine. And your soul, it incarnated into this body, but the body is just a vessel. It's just a tool for us to have this soul growth and for us to go through life and grow through this journey. This journey was not meant to always be easy, and we didn't choose to come here for easy. We chose to come here to have massive amounts of growth and expansion through our life so that we can take that on to the afterlife with us, and that we can take this on to our next journey, wherever that may be our soul chooses after this lifetime. And it's just so powerful when you realize that we are more than this human body, and that you can know that you are a eternal spiritual being living a temporary human experience, and that you will and you have an eternal life within you. And this is all just temporary right now. So if you're going through some tough times right now, just know that they always do subside. They always do get better, and you can make it through anything. There's nothing that you cannot make it through in life. And no matter what challenge it may be, no matter what you may be going through that may feel like it's the end of times for you, it's not, and you are meant to be here for a purpose. So just be assured that you are more than just this body, and I can't stress that enough. It's something that you will start to feel within and start to know. You just start to know these things, and I don't even have to tell you. You'll know the answers within. So go inside you and feel this intuitive knowing that everything is okay. And I promise it will be, and it will continue to only get better for you as you go through this journey of life. Number 5, fifth sign. Watching lots of spiritual content and lots of self-growth is taking place right now in your life. So you may be feeling more called to start to watch these YouTube videos. I used to watch endless amounts of YouTube videos. Sometimes I would spend 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, I don't even know, just endless amounts of time. I'd be watching spiritual content and watching videos before I became a content creator myself, and I still do watch a lot of videos, such as Victor Odo and Aaron Dowdy. Those are two huge motivators, and they're just two spiritual teachers that I truly follow, and truly they've helped me tremendously in my life. And I continue to watch positive content always, but you'll go through a period of your life where it feels like it's all you're doing. It's like all you want to do is just self-growth, 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 and you just want to spend time by yourself. You want to go within. You want to spend time in nature and continue to just go within yourself at this period of time. And you may feel like a social anxiety come up where you don't feel like being out and being social, and it's okay. This is an important part of the process. It's usually in the beginning you'll start to feel this and this need to just kind of be away from people for a period of time, but allow yourself to go through this and allow yourself to, as much as you can, spend time to yourself and go within, and it will help you to tremendously make progress on this journey and on this path of your soul growth. And also the self-growth. So you may be feeling that you are going through periods of tremendous amounts of growth that you never thought were possible, and you start to see that you're not the same person you were 6 months ago, let alone you're definitely not the same person you were a year ago to this time. And then you start to realize that you can't even remember the person you were just a few years ago, and you start to see the progress you're making, and this growth you're making is tremendous. And you have to give yourself a pat on the back for all the work that you are doing, my friend. You are so powerful and so beautiful, and your soul is so amazing, and we are all in this together. So remember, if you feel alone, if you feel like you're alone on this journey, you're not. I can promise you that there are many, many other people going through this process right now, and find your tribe out there. And you'll see, as you go within and start to do that work, you'll start to find and vibrationally come into contact with the right people and the right circumstances, and it'll all happen and unfold the way it's supposed to, beautifully for you. So continue to do the inner work and continue to do everything you're doing right now, because you are so loved and you are so appreciated right now by God and by Source and the universe, and the angels above are watching over and protecting you and helping you through this process. So don't ever feel like you can't continue going forward and that you feel like you have to give up. Don't ever give up. Just continue to work on yourself and grow on this process, and you'll start to see outside of you, externally, all these beautiful things come into your life, and everything will just work out within divine timing. And when you start to look back, like I look back at my journey, I'm like, everything just happened so perfectly. Everything works out so well. Just when I thought, that I lost a relationship that was good, I spent time on myself, and I found the most amazing woman of my dreams, and she helps me to grow tremendously. And you start to find, you'll find your soulmate. You'll find the person that you are meant to find. You'll find your soul tribe. You'll find people that you resonate with. You'll start to feel more love for other human beings that are going through this, and you'll start to feel that you are not alone and that there's many other people out there that are going through this. So continue doing the work, and I promise you that it will all happen for you. And thank you so much for everything you're doing. I know that this can be a thankless type of journey. Sometimes you feel like you're not being thanked by anyone, but I want you to know that I appreciate you and I thank you for being here and for going through this process. I love you guys so much. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate the support, all the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, just everything you guys give me. It really, really helps me to grow and to continue to create inspired content for you guys. And I really hope that this video is going to help each and every one of you who see this. And if you're here at this point of the video, know that you are going through a massive transformational process right now. And if you resonate with all this, you're just in the thick of it, and you are cutting through this forest right now, and the trees are being cut down, and at the end of the forest you see the light. You see that light at the end of the forest, and you keep cutting and cutting and cutting. And as you keep cutting back and peeling back these layers of this onion that you're facing, you're going to feel better and better and more connected and happier. And everything in life just gets better. So continue doing what you're doing. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here once again. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Please leave comments and let me know how you're going through this process right now. And please, if you can, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content to come. I'm going to continue creating inspired content, and I wish you all nothing but the best. I hope you have a fantastic week. Much love, peace, namaste, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.